And I always believe when everything's ready, it's too late. And that's not, entrepreneurs do the things before everything's ready, right? There will be no Alibaba if everything's ready. Why Jack Ma? You know, this guy failed again and again for so many times. Failed examination for university for 3 times, no money, and my father, my mother, both are very poor people in the cities. So there's no chance for us. Africa the same. Today's Africa is much better than 19 years ago when we started Alibaba. People with such a terrible speed at that time of using internet. You know, when I started my business, 1994, for the internet, I invite, a lot of people say, Jack is telling a lie. There is no such thing called internet. I went to register my company. And in the company registration office, people say, what kind of a company you want to do? I said, Hangzhou Internet Consulting Company. He said, internet, there's no such word in the dictionary. They cannot register the company. And China was not connected to the internet the day when I registered my company. 3 months later, China was connected to the internet. So in order to prove that I was not a liar, I invited TV people came to my room. We waited 3 hours and a half to download the first front page. And that was true, right? And this is said, and at that time, nobody believed internet. Nobody believed e-commerce. Nobody believed China would have e-commerce. No logistic, no credit cards. The same question people asking you now, how can Africa have internet companies? How can you do e-commerce? You don't have a credit card. You don't have logistic. You don't have government support. You don't have everything. That's the opportunity. As an entrepreneur, we never complain. We who do not believe our dreams cry. In my apartment when we started, 18 founders. And we aim high, we have a dream. We say, we want to become the top 10 internet companies or websites in the world. Guys, at that time, we are ranking several million names. But we say, we want to be number 10, or the top 10 of the world. We want to make this company last 102 years, and we don't know where's our pay next month. Well, when you are poor, if you have dreams, you never feel poor. You know what we are doing. So after, we never say we will win next year or we win tomorrow. We say we will win in 10, 20 years. 19 years passed. Today, we are the top 10 websites, internet companies in the world. Right? And 19 years passed. Today, we never expect that Alibaba business, Alibaba company is just e-commerce without Ali and financing. Alibaba e-commerce, our market cap is $500 billion US. So think about it. Tell me 19 years ago, anybody can say a company in China can be the top 10 internet companies in the world? Or the billion is okay. Imagine Africa, 1.2 billion people. Most people, young people, right? As I heard from my friend, Dr. Katui, you got 13 million young people graduate from university looking for jobs. These are the resources. When Alibaba started to hire people, we could not hire people at all because nobody wanted to join a company, strange name Alibaba, right? And work in an apartment. And nobody believed e-commerce and internet. So we hired anybody who can walk. We don't care, right? Whether you have a master's degree or bachelor degree, as long as you believe us. So they join us. We start off from nothing. Everywhere in the world, banks do not give small business money. Right? So we start to be very careful for every cent we spend. And the day, our first IPO year 2007, when Alibaba IPO'd in Hong Kong, year 2007, we had a lot of millionaires in the company. And I asked my colleagues, we have like 300 people become millionaires. And I asked them, hey, now tell me, you become millionaires because you are smarter than the others? The people said, no. We even cannot find jobs. Right? Because you are hardworking? Yes, we work hard. We find more people hardworking than us, but they did not succeed. Why they're not smart? All the smart people at that time, they went to Microsoft and IBM. And headhunting companies came to headhunt all the best guys from us. And we are the people, nobody come to headhunt us. We have no place to go. We believe in ourselves. We believe our dream. We work together. So I say, we are the people because nobody wants us. I am the person. Over 30 companies don't want me. Right? So we are the people get used to be rejected. We are the people get used to be say no from the other people. Why people should help you? People help you. That is unusual. People do not help you. That is very common. Someday we are the experts, right? So this is what I think. And when you're an entrepreneur, get used to failure. Today, say Alibaba, you succeed. Well, our company won't last 102 years. Why 102 years? Because every target, every goal we give to our team should be very accurate. We were born in 1999. Last century, we had 1 year. We want to spend 100 years and plus 1 year, 102, cross 3 centuries. So very accurate. We never see we are successful because we are only 19 years old. There's 83 years to go. So we will never say we're successful. We just survived 19 years. We are lucky. But in the past 19 years, we have made thousands of mistakes. As an entrepreneur, don't learn from other people how they succeed. Learn from how the people fail. Because a lot of MBA schools, they teach you successful case studies. When you read too many successful, you think you can be successful. No! There are a lot of things that you don't know. Because, some business school came to Alibaba, write case studies. They say, no, this is Alibaba. And I say, no, this is not Alibaba. They wanted me to sign after 1 week study. They say, this is case study Alibaba A. I said, no, this is not me. They say, Jack, you don't know you. And I said, all right, I signed. And next 5 years, every year there is a case study in Tsinghua University. I was invited to sitting at the back, listen to the MBA schools talk, learning about our case study. And they always put a competitor. Competitor in Alibaba who will succeed. For 5 years, they always agree Alibaba will die, the competitor will win. But 5 years, all the competitors died. So how can you learn from the case study like that? Learn from the mistakes. Because most of the companies I talk to, entrepreneurs, most of the mistakes they made are the same. Most of the success reasons, you don't know. They're different reasons. So when you learn from the mistakes, not because you want to avoid the mistakes, because when you see the mistakes, when you have these kind of problems, you know how to face it. In this changeable world, keep changing is the best way to keep step, keep it successful. I remember year 2000 when I tried to raise my money. I went to a lot of venture capitalists. They say, Jack, give me the business plan. I said, I don't have a business plan. Well, write something. And look at the others. They have such a thick business plan. I spent a whole week writing on one piece of paper. This is a business plan, a book. The book is about how to be successful, doing their business in e-commerce, internet in China. I say, how can they write a book? China was not even connected to the internet. We never change our dreams, but we change ourselves. We learn from the mistakes. from the others and ourselves and change and become successful. This is how we did. So, and also encouraging all the entrepreneurs in Africa, do not think about your own country. Think about the whole Africa. Think about the whole world. If you only think about your own country, there's no difference between thinking your own country and your own village. The internet connects everywhere. And this continent is very simple. People say very complicated. I think it's very simple. If you have been to Europe, you know how complicated it is. They worry too much. Right, you know, security, privacy, this and that. Before the business is done, they start to put a lot of rules and laws. Here, you have nothing to destroy. And by the way, don't be discouraged because you have a poor diploma or, you know, graduate from a poor university or low education. Don't worry about that. If you graduate from MIT, Harvard, you will never be an entrepreneur. Right? They can only be the white-collar guys. So, as an entrepreneur, you should have what is the strategy for entrepreneurs? Strategy is time, 10 years. You compete with the other people, the vision. The world will be there, what kind of customers they need, how we can build it up. If you prepare for 5 years and 10 years, if you have a good team, and always do before the government do. If you're waiting for government, you have no chance. Right? When government say, there is an opportunity there, go that direction. Because it will be too crowded there. Right? This is always... So as an entrepreneur, always ask yourself 3 questions. What do you have? What do you want? And what will you give up? What do you have? We'll have nothing. Right? The only things we have dream, we believe, we have a team. And I believe we have the time to work hard. And what do you want? And what do you want? You have to ask what the customer want. What's the problem of the society? What's the problem with your customers? And what your team want. Think about what do you have, we want, and what we give up. If you don't want to give up everything, you will get nothing. A lot of business people, they never learn to focus. If you're a startup, learn to be focused on one thing, right? Because learn to be focused just like there are 9 rabbits on the ground. If you want to catch the rabbit, don't change the rabbit, change yourself. If you want to catch this one, finally you get nothing. So for 9 rabbits, don't change the rabbit, change yourself to catch that rabbit until you got it. A lot of things we have to learn. It's a great experience to be an entrepreneur. Life is so cool when you become an entrepreneur. In my life, the day I never write a book for myself. I think those people who write books are getting too old. My life just the beginning. The day when I want to write a book, Alibaba 1001 Mistakes. And I want to tell my kids how many tough days I have gone through. How many silly mistakes I've made. And this is the best experience. This is, because it's easy to be good, but it's tough to be bad.